me for posting about my sexual assault while door dashing. They just fired me, and the police are doing nothing. I lost my job, and that was my only way to make money to pay my bills.
Men stop playing by the rules, and now everyone's freaking out. Let's break down why silence has become the loudest move. Welcome back to Manosphere Daily.
Hi guys, it's the DoorDash Girl. I'm also Olivia, but I prefer to go by Liv or Livy Henderson for anybody who's wondering. And for anybody who's just now hearing about this, what happened is October 12th, 2025, I was doing my job as a DoorDash driver, and my customer requested that their order be left at their front door. And when I arrived at their house, their front door was wide open, and they were within eyesight of the front door, laying on the couch, indecently exposed to me.
It's pretty clear she's a lot more subdued here compared to the last time we heard from her. And that's not by accident. She knows she's in hot water. She knows what she did wasn't right, and may have crossed into illegal territory. Charges could be coming her way, and spoiler alert, they did. The shift in her tone is drastic when you compare it to how she was acting before.
Hey guys, so DoorDash just deactivated me 2 days after I reported my sexual assault. Hey guys, I just lost my job, and they won't tell me why. They're supposed to send an email immediately after deactivation providing you the reason why and a link to appeal, and they didn't. So I contacted support, and they made me sit on the phone with them for 50 minutes just to tell me that they can't tell me the reason why, and I have to just go ahead and appeal without knowing why. So my chances of getting my account back, they have my money in that account. I was working! I was literally working! And they deactivated me. This is related. They just punished me for posting about my sexual assault while door dashing. They just fired me. And the police are doing nothing. I lost my job, and that was my only way to make money to pay my bills.
A DoorDash driver accused a man of indecent exposure after delivering food to his house, and claimed she saw him exposed through an open door. She recorded him, posted the video on TikTok where it went viral, and framed herself as the victim, gaining a lot of public support. Despite being the one who contacted police, she was later fired from DoorDash and ultimately charged with 2 felonies. Not for the accusation itself, but for posting a naked man online and exposing his identity.
That video seen around the world, landing the person who posted in an Oswego courtroom today.
A DoorDash driver showing a naked customer accusing him of harassment, but getting arrested herself. 2 months later, she's facing the charges.
The Oswego City judge allowing News Channel 9 to record the proceedings. The first look at 23-year-old Olivia Henderson outside her popular TikTok page.
Some of the claims that she had made on social media after the fact were not in fact true.
Investigators determined the man, drunkenly unconscious on his couch, did nothing wrong. But he found out lewd images of him were published for thousands of TikTok users to see. Court documents accuse her of recording, quote, intimate parts without consent when he had a reasonable expectation of privacy. For as talkative as she's been on TikTok until now, she had nothing to say while leaving the courthouse.
Livy, do you want to say anything about what happened?
When the case moved forward, her legal team asked the judge to block cameras in court, which the judge pointedly rejected. Since facing legal consequences, her tone online has noticeably changed.
An Oswego DoorDash driver is facing felony charges after police say she recorded video of a customer during a delivery.
23-year-old Olivia Henderson claimed she was sexually assaulted during the incident, but they say that never happened.
Police say Henderson recorded him while he was partially nude, incapacitated, and unconscious on his couch after drinking alcohol.
They say she shared the video on social media, and that's when the man called police.
She recorded him without his consent and then subsequently disseminated those videos.
This DoorDash girl really speed ran the entire internet accountability arc. Hit record, hit upload, hit I'm the victim, then hit 2 felony charges like it was a side quest she didn't read the instructions for. She went from believe me to please no cameras faster than her food delivery ETA, All while her supporters are in the comments doing Olympic-level mental gymnastics to explain why filming a naked man in his own house and posting it online is somehow empowerment.
A DoorDash driver who filmed and posted a naked customer and claimed sexual assault has been arrested on felony charges. Livy Rose Henderson posted the TikTok claiming that she was sexually assaulted while delivering food. She claims she went to this customer's house to drop off his order, and upon arriving, he was nude on the couch, exposing himself and asleep. She posted the blurred footage on TikTok, but it's since been taken down. Her story has been challenged by Ring camera footage that shows that the customer did not invite her into the home, determining that he was not intentionally exposing himself. Police believe she illegally entered the home and recorded him. She was arrested on November 10th on 2 Class E felonies, unlawful surveillance in the 2nd degree, and dissemination of an unlawful surveillance image in the 1st degree.
I was kicked out of this apartment 6 months ago. Nobody is currently living in it. How did I get in? That's a secret I'll never tell.
The funniest part? The evidence didn't come from misogyny, trolls, or patriarchy. It came from her own video. Turns out the algorithm loves receipts, and so do judges.
You all remember DoorDash Girl who said she was SA'd? She got arrested. 2 counts. Surveillance, unlawful surveillance. She recorded him in the privacy of his own home, passed out. And number 2 is putting that content out. 2 charges. She can get jail time. It's not a guarantee. She's got a court date. She's not locked up, but she's been served, and she will have to get an attorney, public defender, whatever route she decides to go. Lesson here: if you're going to do something to go viral, make sure you're not breaking the law. He had her on camera, remember? She opened the door. She leaned in. She recorded him in his own house, passed out. And then she had the audacity to put it out for everybody else to see. And he pressed charges, like he said he was gonna. We'll keep you posted.
That's fucked up.
Many creators who initially defended the DoorDash woman have since retracted their support as evidence came out, though a loud group of commenters still fully backs her. The commenter highlights a clear double standard. If a man had filmed a naked woman in her home and posted it online, no one would defend him. Despite the woman being charged with 2 felonies and the man with none, supporters continue framing her as a victim while ignoring the harm done to the man.
We've got breaking news. Why was DoorDash Girl arrested? Olivia Henderson surveillance video controversy explained. If you guys remember, not too long ago, I posted a video covering this story about what was seen on the internet and how I wasn't immediately on her side because her reaction to the SA allegations just seemed kind of off to me. SA is very, very serious, and yes, plenty of people get away with it. There's a long recorded history of that, which is why the trashy people who commit those crimes feel so empowered to do so, because they know they can get away with it. With that being said, claiming SA because you felt uncomfortable on your job is an entirely different thing altogether, all right? She was arrested on 2 felony counts. Go ahead and pause to read. She was arrested November 10th. It was October 14th when she tried to file a complaint and press charges herself. Pause to read. Let's focus on this last line here, okay? At the time, there was no applicable charges due to the lack of intent and because Austin was within his own home and with no view to the public, aside from Olivia being on his private property to make the delivery. Case closed. Please keep in mind, the videotaping of that man naked on his couch and posting it all over the internet before she even went to the cops to report it was a huge red flag. Those were the felonies in itself. Videotaping him in his house and his private property, indecent, and then posting it everywhere, doxing him as well, putting his name, his address, his nudity all over the internet. It was after that DoorDash decided to let her go. Then she decides to go on the internet and crash out as much as possible. This right here said unhinged. This made me want to pause a little bit. Y'all were in my comments calling me grifter and protecting men and all that. My platform's not about that at all. All right? But false allegations like this, come on. Why wouldn't I say so? She's all over the internet. Just imagine as a woman, if a man came into your home, took his phone out and recorded you indecent, all right? Bottom half exposed, then decided to put that video on every single social media platform known to man with your name and address, you would be horrified. You would be pressing charges too. There is no justification for that. None. None. Your spouse can't do that to you. A stranger definitely can't do that to you. She's not allowed to do that. That is why she's going to jail. That's why she's in jail.
The speaker argues this reflects deep sexism and misandry, predicts the case won't receive much coverage because it challenges popular narratives, and stresses the importance of following the case as an example of a woman being held accountable for illegal actions.
DoorDash Girl has been arrested and is facing 2 felony charges. If you guys remember, DoorDash Girl, whose name is Olivia Henderson, shared her story on how the customer asked her because when she got there, he was fully exposed. Days later, the story started coming out that it was not true. He was in his home. She opened the door, right? All allegedly. And now she's been arrested, facing 2 felony charges. And I'm going to say this. When I covered both the story for what she said and the story of after, I started getting a lot of threats. People were messaging me saying that I was defending the guy, and I was just covering both things. I'm going to say this is all allegedly. I mean, we do show the screenshots of 2 different people who have posted the screenshots of the charges. So if you have more information, let us know, because right now that's all we know as of right now. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about this? Were you surprised? And what did you think about everything coming out to light?
The key takeaway is that feelings don't override the law. Evidence matters. And without video proof, the man likely would have been charged instead. Men didn't vanish. They just stopped caring. And that's what's shaking the system. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned for next video.